day. I am your teacher Azel and welcome to Grade 10 English. Let us have a very exciting journey ahead. For this lesson, let us have what I need to know. Welcome to your first lesson of this school year. Start with, let us try to find out the learning competencies in which you are going to master at the end of this lesson. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to define persuasive text and identify the purpose of the persuasive text. You will also need different resources. Let us start with a very simple activity. Task 1. Think of something that you believe in and why. It could be about life, about love, education, or religion. State 3 reasons to support your belief. Follow the template below, which says that. I believe that. Write your answer on the chat box and you have a minute to do it.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
You have successfully shared your belief about something. This time, you have to write about what you think about persuasive text. Write your answer as a personal message to your teacher's messenger account.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Before you start the lesson on features of persuasive text, you need to answer the following activity below. Task 3. True or false? Write T if the statement is true. Write F if the statement is false. You have a minute.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Let us try to answer the activity that you have accomplished. Number 1. The purpose of persuasive writing is to tell a story. Answer is F. Number 2. It is important for audience or students to write for authentic purposes and real audiences. Answer T. Number 3. Using graphic organizers. Now, let us learn together. I will be playing a short video clip and then a discussion after.
Has anyone ever tried to get you to do something or believe a certain way? Maybe your brother convinced you to try a new sport, or your mom got you to eat your veggies. If you can think of a time where this has happened to you, then you have experience with persuasion. When someone persuades you, they get you to believe a certain way or do something. Authors write persuasive texts all the time. Maybe you've read something about giving kids more recess or why someone should get a new pet. Both of those texts would be persuasive. But how can you tell if the text you are reading is persuasive? Most persuasive texts have some important things in common. They will provide the reader with facts and opinions. These facts and opinions will be organized logically to support the author's idea. Persuasive text will take one side of an argument called a stance, and this stance will be repeated over and over as you read. For example, if the author is trying to persuade someone to let him have a pet, like Alex in I Want an Iguana, he might repeat different facts and opinions about the animal to support his stance. Now that you know what persuasive text does, let's think about what it might look like. Persuasive texts come in all shapes and sizes. They may come in the form of essays or articles, speeches, or debates.
Now, let us deal with what is included in the module. First, what is a persuasive text? A persuasive text is a text that comes in the form of an argument, exposition, discussion, review, or an advertisement, the main purpose of which is to present a point of view and to persuade the readers. Persuasive texts can be used to make a change, prove something wrong, support a cause, urge people to act, get people to agree with you, create interest, or stir up sympathy. Persuasive statement. Examples: everyone should follow the law. Our mayor is the best leader. Please donate for the orphanage. Stop disobeying quarantine rules, and many others. This time, let us do another meaningful activity. Task 4. The right time. Answer the questions below on your activity notebook. Number 1. What is a persuasive text? And number 2. Choose at least 3 uses of persuasive texts and write a persuasive statement to each of them. You have 1 minute.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
this time, let us do task 5, which is which. Analyze each persuasive statement below and identify its purpose. Choose your answer from the box and write it on the space provided before each number. Choices are: create interest, urge people to action, support a cause, get people to agree with you, stir up sympathy, prove something wrong. The screen will be paused for 5 minutes for you to accomplish the task. Now, let us do task 7. I will read each question carefully and write the letter of the correct answer on your activity notebook. Number 1. What is the main intention of the author when writing a persuasive paper? A. To convince the reader to write their counterpart argument. B. To raise awareness about issues in the world. Letter C. To convince the reader to agree with the author about an issue through the use of facts. Or letter D. To encourage the reader to have the same opinion with the author about an issue through fictional facts. Number 2. Which of the following sentences best explains persuasive writing? A. It is a non-fiction writing used to convince the reader to agree with the author about an issue. B. It is a fictional writing used to convince the reader to agree with the author about an issue or topic. C. It is used strictly for commercial scripts to convince the audience to buy a company's product. D. Persuasive writing is used to inform the reader about an issue and will provide no facts favoring either side. Number 3. How does the author share his or her opinion about an issue through persuasive writing? A. Share his or her personal opinion. B. Support his or her opinion through the uses. C. Create fictional information to trick the reader. D. Share the opinions of the others that are similar to his or hers. 4. The following are things you need to remember in persuasive writing except A. Plan your writing before you begin. B. Check your spelling and punctuation. C. The length of your persuasive essay. D. Check and edit your writing when you are finished. Number 5. The primary purpose of a document that is written to convince readers to change their opinion is to A. Answer a question. B. Build goodwill. C. Persuade. Or letter D. Inform. The teacher will be the one to check your answers when you submit your notebook. Now, for the last and final activity, let us do task number 6, persuasion time. What do you think about this idea? Write a persuasive text on your activity notebook. Refer to the rubrics for the scoring. Junk food. Should it be banned at school? Start writing your persuasive essay. Congratulations! We are done with lesson 1. I hope you learned something from me today. Thank you, grade 10. Stay safe always. Again, this is your teacher Azel. God bless you.